Good morning. Today, May 17th, 2026. I'm out here with my dog. Let me just read. Some scientists believe that the need for social interaction was the driving force behind the evolution of superior human intelligence. After all, it is nice to have the mental capacity to realize that we live in a curved four-dimensional space-time manifold. But unless the lives of early humans depended on having a GPS unit to locate the nearest sushi restaurant, the capability to develop such knowledge was not important to the survival of our species and hence did not drive our cerebral evolution. On the other hand, social cooperation and the social intelligence it requires seem to have been crucial to our survival. Other primates also exhibit social intelligence, but not nearly to the extent that we do. They may be stronger and faster, but we have the superior ability to band together and coordinate complex activities. Do you need to be smart to be social? Could the need for innate skill at social interaction have been the reason we developed our higher intelligence? And could what we usually think of as the triumphs of our intelligence, such as science and literature, be just a byproduct? Eons ago, having a sushi dinner involved skills a bit more advanced than saying, "Pass the wasabi." It required catching a fish. Before about 50,000 years ago, humans did not do that, nor did they eat other animals that were available but difficult to catch. Then rather abruptly, on the evolutionary scale of time, humans changed their behavior. According to evidence uncovered in Europe, within the span of just a few millennia, people started fishing, catching birds, and hunting down dangerous but tasty, nutritious large animals. Okay. Mosquitoes are coming. I better just move before I get beaten brutally. Alright, I better leash my dog as well. Dollar! Come on, Dollar! Dollar! What? Alright. Let me continue. Then rather abruptly on the evolutionary scale of time, humans changed their behavior. According to evidence uncovered in Europe, within the span of just a few millennia, people started fishing, catching birds, and hunting down dangerous but tasty and nutritious large animals. And at about the same time, they also started building structures for shelter and creating symbolic art and complex burial sites. Suddenly, they had both figured out how to gang up on woolly mammals and began to participate in the rituals and ceremonies that are the rudiments of what we now call culture. In a brief period of time, the archaeological record of human activity they changed more than it had in the previous million years. The sudden manifestation of the modern capacity for cultural, ideological complexity and cooperative social structure without any change in human anatomy to explain it. It is evidence that an important mutation may have occurred within the human brain, a software upgrade, so to speak, that enabled social behavior and thereby bestowed on our species a survival advantage. When we think of humans versus dogs and cats, or even monkeys, we usually assume that what distinguishes us is our IQ. But if human intelligence evolved for social purposes, then it is our social IQ that ought to be the principal quality that differentiates us from other animals. Hold on. Man. In particular, what seems special about humans is our desire and ability to understand what other people think and feel, called theory of mind, or TOM. This ability gives humans a remarkable power to make sense of other people's past behavior and to predict how their behavior will unfold given their present or future circumstances. Though there is a conscious reasoned component to TOM, much of our theorizing about what others think and feel occurs subliminally, accomplished through the quick and automatic processes of our unconscious mind. For example, if you see a woman racing down a bus that pulls away before she can get on it, you know without giving it any thought that she was frustrated and possibly ticked off about not reaching the bus in time. And when you see a woman moving her fork toward and away from a piece of chocolate cake, you assume she's concerned about her weight. Our tendency to automatically infer mental states is so powerful that we apply it not only to other people but to animals, and even as the 6-month-olds did in the wooden disc study I described above, to inanimate geometrical shapes. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm going to practice this skill continuously by talking to more people and getting to know them more before making my assumptions, just understanding their stories and hearing their perspectives. Yeah. Thanks for reading with me. 停止录像。